What up, peeps? Tony Baker here, back with another movie review. This time I'm reviewing King Richard with Will Smith. Will Smith is back in the mix. King Richard is about really the father of Venus and Serena Williams. We all know pretty much what Richard Williams was able to accomplish was pretty amazing. He raised two, not just one, two superstars in tennis. We all know tennis is not a lot of black folks in tennis. You know what I mean? So for him to be in Compton, in prime time when Compton was rough times, raising two black girls to become superstars in the sport is amazing. And you gotta tilt your hat to that man. It's like, yo. And a lot of people were like, why not just make a movie about Venus and Serena rather than the dad? Those movies will come. Those movies will come eventually. The Serena Williams story, the Venus Williams story. It'll come. Well, let's dig into Pops, Richard, a little bit, and how he was able to accomplish what he was able to accomplish. How he was able to really pour into his children and help them achieve something that was just phenomenal. What they've done with the sport is just crazy. And Serena Williams is my favorite current athlete in sports right now. She's my favorite. Any genre, any gender, Serena Williams is my favorite athlete in sports that's actively still playing. Muhammad Ali is my favorite all time. Anyway, Will Smith is playing Richard Williams, and so, you wouldn't think, when you look at the real Richard Williams, you're not going to look at him and be like, yo, man, I would like to see Will Smith be him. Nah, there's totally different vibe, totally different feel, totally different looks. So you would never think, Will Smith, yeah. Like when you watch Richard talk and everything, he got that thick accent, and you look at him like, nah, Will? No. Let me tell you this is Will Smith's best performance in a long time. This is dope. He did his thing in this movie. Like you really feel like he was Richard Williams in this movie. Like you felt it. Like you really felt like this is his family. This is who he is. Like down to the mannerisms and the way he carried, the body language, and all of this. It was just like, and it was funny how quickly I connected to the movie and what was going on. I was like, man, I'm invested already. I'm already in my feelings 15 minutes in. I was just like, wow, I'm already all in on this movie. It's really a story about family, though. That's the beauty of the program. This movie is about family, in a sense. Like this man raising his daughters, and not only Serena and Venus being great, but his other daughters excelling academically as well. It was just like, it was dope to see that family bond, that parenthood dynamic within this family. And it's like, and it was just all girls, which was also dope to see a father pour into his daughters like this. And you've seen it 1,000 times with like a father pouring into his son, or even like the mom pouring into the son is gonna be great. But now we get like a father pouring into his daughters and they becoming great, and it was just a dope dynamic. And he didn't have to do it like Joseph Jackson. Joseph Jackson did some amazing things with the kids that him and Catherine created. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was reading a post recently, and Billboard magazine was like, the top 10 music artists of all time, based on charts, sales, all of that. Top 10 of all time. On this top 10 of all time are Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson. As a parent of these two, who were considered some of the top selling musicians of all time, they came out of one vagina. They came out of one nutsack. You got to start feeling yourself a little bit as a parent. You can be like, yo, man, that me and Catherine, this. All time? All time. There are thousands upon thousands of music artists in this world. And you take the top selling, top charting top 10 of all time. 2 of your kids are on there and they're not in the same group. You gotta be feeling yourself a little bit. Richard Williams gotta be feeling himself a little bit. Venus Williams was setting records in tennis, and Serena came and surpassed her own sister to become arguably one of the best tennis players the world has ever seen. His ball sack, his wife's vagina is doing this. Anjanou Ellis plays the mother of Venus and Serena. She killed it in the role. The exchange between her and Richard in the film, dope. Some of the best scenes in the movie. The movie is packed full of just good scenes, and I didn't want the movie to go off. I didn't want it to end. I was just like, man, I'm all in. Take us further. Because, they can only take us so far, and I signed me up for another hour. I could have been like, all right, let's go further. Let's see the rise of Venus and Serena through the whole thing. Take us there. And I didn't know tragically that they lost their sister to a drive-by shooting, and it was a case of mistaken identity. I had known about it, but I forgot about it until I watched the movie, and I was just like, oh, that's tough, man. And this movie it really just took me there. It was a movie I needed right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, many of you all know what I've been going through with my own family. And so I really wanted a movie that, can hit me in the heartstrings and end on a happy ending. You know what I mean? So it's just like you already know Venus and Serena are doing well. You already know they're doing well, what they've accomplished. So I already knew going in, this movie's gonna have a happy ending. Sign me up, And what I was saying about Joseph Jackson as opposed to, Richard Williams, Richard didn't have to beat his kids into greatness. Joseph Jackson was hard on those kids, and he was giving them the belt. You know what I mean? We all know this. Richard Williams didn't have to beat his kids into greatness. He was tough on them, like, we going to the tennis court. But the only beatings that were sustained were Richard. Richard was getting beat up at the tennis court in Compton. You're like, oh, you out here with your kids, cuz? You out here with your kids, cuz? Man, give me the tennis racket. They socking him up. Trying to holler at his daughters. He trying to stick up for his daughters. He getting pieced out by the local toughs in Compton. Nah, cuz. Put the tennis rackets down, cuz. And he had to get the beatings. But, those beatings poured into the greatness. I'm not going to do a full spoiler review here. I'm going to just leave it. I'm going to let it sit right here. I want y'all to really check this movie out, man. They released it simultaneously on HBO Max and theaters. I don't know why they do that. I was talking to Kev on stage yesterday, and he was saying it makes sense from a streaming platform point of view. Like, yeah, you might lose out on the millions you can make at the box office, but how many new subscribers will come in just to check that out? They'll recoup the loss with some potentially new subscribers, and they're paying $6 to $8 a month, however much HBO Max is. And if they can get 500,000 subscribers, budget's already covered. And I believe the budget for King William wasn't even that high. So I feel like the biggest thing would be Will's salary, but even then, I'm sure they recoup it in the end. But I really want people to check this out, man. It's worth your time. It's a good watch. It gets you in your feels. And it's gonna have a happy ending, man. And in this day and age, people feel like they copping out or they punking out if something has a happy ending. But nah, man, everybody's gonna die in an explosion at the end. Like, that didn't happen. Well, yeah, in this it did. So check it out, man. I enjoyed it. One of my favorite films of the year. I feel like it's been a weak year for movies overall. Like, there hasn't been many that I was like, oh, there's some good movies, but, So I'll put King Richard up there towards the top. And we already in December, and the only thing that I'm looking forward to was 2 things, Spider-Man and The Matrix. Other than that, King Richard might end up the best movie of the year for me. We'll see. But forget all that. You want to know how many saxophones am I giving King Richard? Well, here it is. Oh, yeah. I'm giving King Richard 4.5 saxophones out of 5. Now check this movie out, man. And the girls that played Venus and Serena did a really good job. Sanaya and Demi, they did their thing. I really connected with this family, man. Good times, man. King Richard, man. You know what I'm saying? Take your kids to the raggedy courts and the tennis courts and get beat up by the local toughs to push your kids to greatness. Don't beat the kids, but get beat up on behalf of your kids. And really just shove them up to the top. All right, peeps, that's my review of King Richard. Let me know what you thought of the movie in the comment section below. Let me know, too, how do you feel about movies that feel like they got a cop-out on a happy ending? Do you feel like a happy ending is a cop-out? Do you prefer your endings ambiguous or like more realistic? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as usual, we out here.